faces, so a lot of laughing faces. My body, head, and soul, many miles away. I could start a perfect story, find myself and find no glory. This deceptive world, giving me the sign, giving me the sign. Giving me the sign, giving me the sign.
Welcome everyone to the Sci-Fi Queens, where we explore the female characters in science fiction television shows, movies, books, games, art, and anywhere female characters are depicted. We are also bringing you what's coming up next in sci-fi TV shows and movies. If you are new to our channel, we welcome you and we ask that you hit that subscribe and notification bell. That way it help our channel grow and let you know when our next episodes are on. If you want to support our channel, you are welcome to check out our merch store scrolling at the bottom of the screen. I am your host, Nita, and joining me tonight are my beautiful co-hosts, Sarah and Tiffany. And how are you guys doing tonight?
Good. So happy it's Friday. It seems like this week has been so long. Oh my God.
It has been. It hasn't.
So long.
I have been fighting a cold all week long, guys. It felt really long all week. How are you doing, Sarah?
It was fall break this week, so Leah was home all day, every day, so it was a little rough. But we had some fun. We went bowling on Wednesday, so it's all good. We had some mom and daughter time here just
Wonderful.
to
Now
chill in our
we
PJs.
we have a jam-packed episode today with updates, so we're gonna go right into the episode. Now, Tiffany, the nerd goddess, has so much to share with us tonight. Are you ready, Tiffany?
I'm so ready. All right,
Take it away.
let's jump right into it. This is going to be a Doctor Who spinoff. I'm so excited about
Ooh,
this. So excited about this. It's pretty under the radar right now. Not much is known. They do have the plot point out. It's going to be a 5-part series on Disney Plus. It's still in development. They just added a couple of new cast members. It's going to be led by Gugu and Ra and Russell Tovey as a unit agent. So we
I
will
love
see.
Russell
ooh,
Toby.
I love the unit. It's giving like, what was it? Torchwood? You know how they had like
Yes.
yeah,
it's giving that same kind of energy, like, them,
ooh.
solving a mystery. And we're gonna
Is
see
this
Gemma
the
Redgrave
first
return.
spin-off for Doctor Who?
Technical
Of the new
spin-off.
one.
Yeah, I think for the newer version of Doctor Who, this is not
Okay.
first.
Mhm.
Yeah. But Gemma Redgrave's gonna come back as unit director.
I love her.
Kate Lethbridge Stewart.
Yay! I
Yes,
love her.
and Alexander Derivian, I think I'm saying his last name right. He's gonna be back as well as Kermit Ibrahim, I think was his name on there. So yeah,
That's
this is
that's gonna be so good. Do you have an expected kind of timeline as to when we are to see this?
well, hopefully sometime at the end of the year next year. It's still under development. Like they still have the cast. They
Yeah.
have the cast pretty locked in right now, and the storyline is done. Russell T Davies is doing it, and so it's pretty much done as far as storyline is concerned. They just got to shoot it.
Okay.
Okay, I love Russell Tovey. I first was introduced to him when I saw Being Human, the UK
Yes,
version. He was
Mhm.
yes,
fantastic.
yes,
The
yes. I was
array
gonna
of
say,
emotions that this man can bring to the
yes,
table is phenomenal. I love
I
him.
agree. I agree. I was introduced to him at the same time as well. So I
And I
agree.
don't know who Google Batara is.
Yeah.
I'm
Mhm.
butchering her
He's
name. I'm
been
so
he's
sorry.
been in several different things that I've seen just because of course I watch way too much TV. But she's an amazing actress. I think the most recent thing she's been in was dang, she was like a bad guy. I cannot put my hand on it, but
You'll probably remember later and then be
yeah.
like,
I'm telling you, but
Yep.
yeah, she is amazing. I pretty much love everything she's in though. So she's a British actress as well, of course, being in this show. But yeah, I think
Yes.
it'll be good. I think it'll be a good one. Giving Torchwood vibes, definitely.
Yes. Absolutely.
Mhm.
Shall we move on to the next one?
Yes.
All right.
Yay!
Yes, so the final season of Star Trek Lower Decks. And of course, I had to put the beautiful voice cast alongside them.
Yes.
I love that this series explores what's happening underneath the starship. You know, of course, in all the other shows we get, if you're unfamiliar with this show, it does explore what's happening in the lower decks of the starship, other than what we get on the usual Star Trek, which is right there in the with the captain and the main crew. But this is the under crew, the crew that makes the
Yeah.
starship. So
Yes.
I think my
And
favorite,
it's a comedy
yes,
version of
yes,
Star Trek.
it's
Star Trek
definitely a
for the
comedy.
most part is very serious.
Yes.
It's really not a comical series. You may have a few funny moments here and there, but
Yeah.
this is overall a comedy of Star Trek.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Like, I think my favorite episode was when they did the crossover with Strange New Worlds. Have you guys seen that one?
Oh,
Yes,
I
I
loved
loved
it.
it.
I love that so much. I was like, please, I need more.
Yes.
I need more of that. I love that so much. But yeah, I'm so excited for this final season. It is gonna be on Netflix. So switch over from Paramount Plus for the final season. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about them, because I don't want to spoil the plot point for anybody who hasn't seen the first couple of seasons. I don't
So
want
it's
to.
not going to have the final season on Paramount. It's
No,
Netflix.
right, because they were gonna be. Wait, is it them or no? Are gonna be on Paramount. I'm sorry, I'm confusing them with
Okay.
the other one. With what's the other one with the
Star Trek
younger?
Prodigy.
Yes, yes,
Prodigy.
yes, yes. I'm confusing them with Prodigy. Yeah, they are gonna be on Paramount. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because
Yeah,
I saw all the trailers on Paramount. I'm like,
yeah,
that is just weird. How did they do that?
You're like, when did it happen?
Yes.
Yeah.
No. Yes, yeah. My bad. Yeah, they are gonna be on Paramount Plus. I'm confusing them with the Prodigy, which is
And the cast is amazing. I
yes.
love the cast, and they really make the animated character with similar features
Yeah.
of as similar as you can get, because like the doctor is a cat, so
Right.
she's not
Yeah.
really gonna look like the voice, the voice actor.
Right.
Um, but,
But I think
but
the mannerism.
yes,
Right.
the
The
mannerism
mannerisms.
is this.
And then even like when you hear the voices, like the resonance of how their voices come from their body fit their characters because their
Yeah.
bodies match what their bodies are. Does that make sense? Like to
Yes.
me, because I always imagine, listening to things like, okay, what does this person look like? And these actors their characters look like them, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah.
Yes, they
And
do.
we usually don't get that. I mean, it's
Mm-hmm.
an animated, so it can be anything. But I
Yeah.
like that
Yes.
it's got that little bit of realism to it from Star Trek that they kind of stuck to that.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
And
and I
like that,
love
the crossover was easy to do. Go ahead.
and also the pictures of every season that they put out
Uh-huh.
reflects on a Star Trek movie, which is,
Mm-hmm.
if you're not a Star Trek nerd, you're not
Uh-huh.
gonna catch that. But
Yeah.
every one matches, and I love the homage that they give to these old
Mm-hmm.
movies,
Mm-hmm.
because we're
Hmm.
talking about TOS movies, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I love that because I think that we often forget that we don't get here without those
About
older
that.
movies,
Yep.
with all those series.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. I
Hmm.
always think about it as like somebody in one of the writers' rooms for one of the Star Trek series was like making a joke about something that was happening behind the scenes, and they were like, "Wait, we should make that a show." And they're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, yeah, that'd be cute."
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Whenever you're ready, Tiffany, for the next one, let me know.
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's move
All
forward.
right, let's do
Let's
it.
see.
Ooh,
Because
I can't
I
wait
am
for
so,
this.
oh my God, Nita,
Yes.
I am
First of all,
so
can I just say,
pleased.
Tiffany made me watch this with her awesome reviews on these TV shows that she does. This is why we
Hmm.
brought her on, because
Yeah.
she's so good. She makes you watch stuff.
Yeah.
I actually didn't even have Apple TV because I don't have an iPhone or anything or a
Mm-hmm.
Mac. I bought Apple TV, but I'm paying for it because she helped me catching feelings and emotions.
I'm
Hmm.
Oh
telling
my
you.
God. This show is so good. I'm going to leave
Yeah.
it to you now. I'm going to
It's
stop
it's
talking.
it's an amazing series, and it kind of flew under the radar a little bit because Apple TV does this thing where they don't really advertise their shows. They don't do too much advertising. They're like, if you have Apple TV, you're gonna see the advertisements. If you don't, you're not gonna know, but it's gonna be there and it's gonna be critically acclaimed. It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
So this is one of those that flew under the radar without many people knowing about it, with an all-star A-list cast. I don't know
Yes.
how they
Yeah.
did that with an
And they
A-list cast.
have amazing, Apple TV has amazing sci-fi.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
they
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 do.
do.
really do.
They do.
They really do.
From this trailer, and hopefully I'm not spoiling season 1 for anyone. So hopefully you've seen season 1 if you're here. This is gonna come out on November 15th on Apple TV. And from the trailer, it looks like it's going to pick up right after the events of season 1, where she leaves the silo. So the trailer shows a rebellion happening inside the silo. So there's going to be a lot of that going on in the background of whatever Juliet is going to encounter outside of the silo. These are some of the screen grabs I took from the trailer, and the first one shows her actually seeing the actual landscape behind the screen that they're showing her, inside of her
Yeah.
head. So the actual landscape, she's seeing it. There are several other circles that appear to be other silos because she leaves one of the circles, and the other circles, make us think there might be other silos out there. It does look like she encounters some other people, like actual other survivors in the trailer. So that's going to be interesting. She's going to be in danger, though.
Yes.
Girl's going to be in danger.
For sure.
Danger Jones.
And
She's gonna
that's
be
the
in
good
danger.
thing about this show, that it makes you think you know.
Yeah.
And
But
then the next episode comes and you're going, okay, I didn't know.
that mystery was definitely not how I thought it was going to go, right?
Exactly.
Because even like that
Because
bottom, yeah.
I was so sure that when she left, that I was like, all right, season 2, they're gonna show how the earth is beautiful and green. But now I'm wondering, but is it?
Right,
Is it? Because I'm confused as to what she's seeing and what this trailer is saying. Like,
right.
Tiffany
From
got me
what
catching feelings for these
right.
people.
I'm telling you, because from what I can understand, because from what I can understand, our girl Juliet, Rebecca Ferguson, first of all, phenomenal. I love
Yes.
Rebecca
Yes.
Ferguson.
I love her.
Love her. Love her. She's gonna be in trouble. It looks like the beautiful landscape they showed her that was maybe what she was supposed to be seeing was not it at all. That was like fake as well.
Exactly.
It was all fake. I don't know what's real, what's fake.
But let me tell you, she's a phenomenal
Yeah.
actress.
Yeah.
Hmm.
She
Yes,
is.
she is.
She
Yes,
is
she is.
absolutely phenomenal.
I think
I
the entire
absolutely
cast.
love her. Yes.
Yeah, the entire
I mean, they
cast.
got Common.
Oh, please,
And
Nita.
he's so easy to hate in this show. I first actually was introduced to his acting in Hell on Wheels
Yes.
with Captain Pike Anson Mount,
Mm-hmm.
who was there with him, and you fall in love with this man,
Mm-hmm.
like you just wanna, I mean, he is the actor you wanna hate
Yeah.
in this show. But he's
Yeah.
so sexy, you can't really hate sexy.
For me,
Not too much.
that's true. That's I think for me, in this series, he is like easy to hate, yes, because he's supposed to be the villain. But I think he's doing
Mhm.
what he thinks is best. He doesn't know. He knows only what he's been told. Yes, of course, he
Yes.
knows more than most of the people in the silo because he has that inside information. But
Yeah.
other
Agreed.
than that, he's just doing what he's been told all these years. He's kind
Yeah.
of for him. This is what's right, and what she's doing is like going against things is going to break the system, which it definitely is.
Yeah, it's like, is he a villain, or is he just a product of his environment? Like,
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
I
yeah.
love that. And he leaves you with that suspense. He
Mm-hmm.
does not
Mm-hmm.
guide you to think anything else with his
Mm-hmm.
acting. Absolutely
Mm-mm,
love it.
Sarah, are you behind on this one?
Yeah. So,
Oh
but it's
goodness.
okay.
I had a feeling. I
It's
was like,
okay. It's
"It's not
it's okay. Sometimes when I have mental health issues, I watch shows that like I know what's going to happen, so I like
oh,
go back
okay,
and
yeah.
watch Doctor
Same,
Who again and
same.
stuff. It's on my list, so I like, and I saw the preview for the new trailer. I'm like, oh, maybe I need to get caught up before that one starts. So I like, and as it
Mhm.
gets colder, I'm more able to sit and watch TV, but I have a hard time when it's nice outside, like sitting on the couch and watching TV, if that makes sense. Um,
Yeah.
Because you like to
Mhm.
be
and
out and about people. Okay.
yeah, I mean, in gardening and all my stuff, because yeah, but it's okay. No, I like her. She's, if nothing else, I would watch it just for her. So,
Yeah,
and
she's
there's shows
phenomenal.
there's shows like that I've watched before that I followed for one actor, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm here for this,
Yeah.
and been pleasantly surprised. So that you guys are raving about it tells me that it's worth it. So I'll
Oh,
get to it.
So I hope I didn't
absolutely.
spoil too much. I was trying to stay
Oh
right on
no,
that edge of like talking about season two, but like not like
no, you're
giving
okay.
too much of the plot points.
Hmm.
Season one got too many
Well, I mean,
mysteries.
you're not giving anything that the trailer's not,
Right,
giving.
exactly. That's what I
Exactly.
So,
was trying to do.
and
Exactly.
I saw
Agreed.
I do have an iPhone, and I don't know where I saw the ad, but I saw an ad for this, and I
Hmm.
think it was either on Facebook or maybe in the App Store. I don't know, but I saw an ad for it, and I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, because I didn't know what it was, and then said it was the Silo, and I was like, oh, okay, all right,
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's a good one. Lots of
Absolutely.
it
mystery.
happens.
You gotta have time
It's
on your
good.
hands.
Yep.
All right, ready?
Okay. Yep.
Okay, Star Wars Skeleton Crew. This is going to be premiering on Disney Plus on December 3rd. And this is going to be set in the New Republic era. I included the little infographic right there. It's when the Empire has been defeated and the emergent New Republic faces the great challenge of rebuilding and reuniting the galaxy. It's going to be in the same timeline as The Mandalorian, the Book of Boba Fett, Ahsoka, and then, of course, Skeleton Crew. So, same kind of timeline, same things are going on
Do you
in the
think there
Republic.
might be some crossovers, like Mandalorian crossovers?
I definitely think they'll see some Mandalorian crossovers. I think the most likely crossover would probably be the boat with the characters from the Book of Boba Fett, just because they cross
Hmm.
over in pretty much all the other series. So I think that
Yeah.
I think that most likely will be someone from that series. And so the plot point of this series, though, the Skeleton Crew tells the story of four kids searching for their home planet after getting lost in the Star Wars galaxy and the strange aliens and dangerous places they encounter on their adventure. So from the trailer, it looks like the kids are going to activate an old starship that's on their planet, and their planet looks very like suburban, very like quiet little area that they're living in. Nothing crazy happens. So they're like in this easygoing place. Regular kids going to school.
Mm.
It almost gives like a Goonies vibe, you know. There's just
Okay.
Hmm.
regular kids that go on an adventure, right? So they activate this old starship, and I think that's going to take them off into the galaxy, and they're going to end up getting lost. Going to activate some old coordinates or something to where and they don't know how to fly a starship, of course. But at this point in the timeline, of course, there aren't that many Jedi, but it does look like Jude Law is going to be playing a Jedi, but he's not going to say he's a Jedi from what the promotional material is saying. But he's definitely going to be some kind of somebody with links to the Jedi. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well, and
this
then
looks
weren't all in this time frame weren't all the Jedi in hiding though too?
right. So all there's
Because
like a big
it was after Order 66, and any of
mhm,
the remaining ones went in hiding. So even if
right.
he is a Jedi, he wouldn't say he was a Jedi because then he'd put a
Exactly.
target on his back. Yeah.
Oh,
True. So
yeah.
just like
Makes
in
sense.
Ahsoka where they were kind of like surprised to even see her. They were like, "Oh, a Jedi." They were,
Yeah.
they were like again like how in the Mandalorian he had to go and find her just to find a Jedi who could train Grogu. Like there's like
Yeah.
so few of them that can be found. Like so, yeah, you're right.
Hmm.
There, he's not gonna be upfront about him being a Jedi at
Yeah.
all. But
Well, I mean,
yeah, I think.
what was it? In the Kenobi series,
Mhm.
that was he was just chilling. I like, it was kind of, I really like how that they're exploring these other stories. I mean, not that the main storylines played out, but I like when they expand on the universes
Yeah,
and that we
definitely.
see the side things and the things that you always kind of, I wonder what happened there and how was that? And, just kind of, I like that to be expanded. And then they do, and yay!
I agree because I'm obsessed with all these side
But is
characters.
this going to be animation or
No, this is
real
gonna be
life?
live action. This is gonna be live action. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It has a mostly, of course, a mostly child acting cast.
Actors, yes.
But one of the kids is like almost an elephant type alien race. So they're really going Star Wars all out with this. And
Okay.
As you can see on their planet, you can see two moons. Like this is a far off alien type planet out in the galaxy. Star Wars, their
Mhm.
main stick is at being out far in the galaxy. But
Exactly.
this is gonna be like they're gonna show lots of like robots, of course. There's gonna be so many just like little Star Wars nuggets that we can just eat on while we wait on the other series.
I know, right? 'Cause sometimes they make you wait so long.
Yes, while we wait.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a mostly kids cast. So I think that, for anyone who thinks that's going to, take them off from watching this, I definitely would say tune in if you like these other series because they're going to follow that same
Mhm.
kind of blueprint, I believe, where they introduce us to the characters and they go off and we meet so many other characters. Like
Now,
you're going
is
to
it would
find
it
so
be
much to
kids
love.
friendly or just kids
I think
cast?
I think it's gonna be rated PG-13 maybe. So
Oh,
maybe like
okay.
a third so a little bit more kid friendly than the other ones, than the Mandalorian, because Mandalorian I think it has way more violence than this one would have.
Yes,
Yeah.
But since I haven't seen any other episodes, I couldn't tell you if it's gonna be kid friendly, but I would imagine if they got all these kids in it, they want some like younger, audiences to tune in. I think that's where they're going
absolutely.
Yeah.
anyway. Good question. Just
Absolutely. I think they need that new, fresh set of
Mhm.
fans. That's what
Yeah.
Prodigy and,
uh,
Star Trek Lower Deck did for Star
yeah,
Trek,
yeah.
bringing
Yep.
in that younger generation of fans.
And we want
Yeah.
that. We want these shows to stay
Absolutely.
alive
Yeah.
because the new fans
Absolutely.
revitalize these shows to where they're constantly making new material for them. Like this is something, an original work that wasn't like written anywhere before that. This is an original work. These people created this just for TV.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, talk to me about this.
I am
Ooh.
so freaking excited about this. Okay, so let's just let's just start at the top. Okay, the cast, look at this cast. Let's just say Frank Grillo as Rick Flag Sr.
Mm.
It was like the best choice. His voice is amazing. This is going to be animated, which I think is best, just so they can get, do all the things they need to do with these characters. This one is based on the comic book of the same name. Think Suicide Squad, but made up of like mostly monsters and creatures. So
Oh,
Viola Davis
okay.
came back to voice Amanda Waller in this series. So that I know, like I said, think she's gonna be setting it up to where it is like Suicide Squad, but in the beginning of the trailer, she says how the government is not letting her use humans anymore. So she's got to. So she's telling Rick because she needs him to head the team again. She's telling Rick, I need you to, make them into a team. We can't use humans. We're gonna use these freaks, these creatures, and these monsters.
Mhm.
Um, it's gonna be amazing. I'm most excited to see what Indira does as the bride of Frankenstein, because
Ooh.
this is gonna be like they have the Bride of Frankenstein. I think they're gonna have also Frankenstein. Sean Gunn is James Gunn's brother, who is the creator of this series. He always puts him in all of his movies and stuff, just like Guardians of the
Mhm.
Galaxy. He puts him in everything. So
But
Sean,
Sean
Oh,
Gunn
and David
is very
Harbour.
good, though.
yeah,
He
he
is
is.
very good.
He's amazing. He's gonna be a robot in this one. Alan Tudyk
I
as
love Alan Turing.
Alan.
this is gonna be so good, guys. I'm just like, I'm freaking out. But this is the first series in the new DC universe. In case you didn't know, James Gunn has reset the whole thing. So all the previous movies and series that came out for DC are in the old DCEU. Like they're not gonna even refer to those anymore.
Yeah.
Everything now is going to be starting new. This is the first series in his Gods and Monsters slate, which is what he's calling this first like phase of the movies and TV shows
Mhm.
that he's going to put out. So this is the first one. It's going to be followed by, I believe, a Superman movie is going to be next year. So, but I am so excited about this one. I can't even like I can't even talk about it. I love me an animated TV show though, and with the voice cast that they have and with the storyline, I just know that it's gonna be crazy. I think it's gonna be hilarious as well.
Absolutely, especially with
Mhm.
Indira as the Bride of
Oh
Frankenstein.
my goodness.
Yeah, it looks fun.
Now, when is this coming out? Do
This
they
is
know?
coming out on December 5th.
Okay.
That's
Yep.
soon.
Yeah, so this is coming out on December 5th. I tried to cram things in that are going to be through the end of this year. just so we can have some stuff to watch.
Absolutely.
But yeah, this is gonna be a good one. So excited about that one. All right, let's move forward. Unless anybody had anything else to say about Creature Commandos.
Ooh.
Okay, another one that kind of shocked me. I recently found this one when I was researching for this segment. I didn't even know about it. So this is going to be Secret Level, and it's going to premiere on Prime Video on December 10th. This is an anthology series featuring original stories set in the worlds of iconic video games. So think your favorite video game and think about a backstory that could have been happening in the background of like the game you were playing. Right.
I like that. I'm
Now,
thinking Mario Brothers. That's where
more
my
dark.
brain went.
Think darker video games like Dungeons
Oh,
and
okay.
Dragons,
Ooh,
Think
okay.
Honor of Kings, Mega Man.
Halo.
Also gonna do
Yes.
Pac-Man. Just think of like, I'm excited to see what they do with Pac-Man because I'm like, what's gonna be happening in the background of Pac-Man?
I
But
know. I
Maybe we get
thought
to,
that
maybe we
looked
get
like
to
a
hear the story.
Pac-Man.
Well, maybe we get to hear the story of how the ghosts feel.
Yes.
You
right?
know, like they're just hanging out in their house, and all of a sudden the yellow blob comes in and is trying to
Hey,
eat them
to
and eating
eat
all their
them.
food. Yeah,
You're like, what is that? But
yeah,
yeah, this
I wonder if they're gonna do Sonic the Hedgehog.
I don't
that
know
would
if
be
they're gonna
fun.
do Sonic. I didn't see it in the list, but it would be a shock. They haven't put the cast out for this yet. There have been a couple of rumors and leaks, but I didn't want to include them just in case they weren't, true. But
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah,
And
but
this
they
is
put
on
out
Prime.
yeah, this is gonna be on Prime on December 10th. So if you are a
okay.
gamer or a fan of video games, even if you're not, I think if you like animation or this style of animation, because as you can see, it's going to be more of
Exactly.
a realistic anime,
Mm.
kind of like
Kind of like
Love
a
and
game.
Robots
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Netflix. You guys haven't seen that? Yeah, it's kind of like in that same realm of animation. Love, Death, and Robots. I'm sorry, that same animation style. So I think if you like that, you're gonna love this. Also, if you like video games, I think they're gonna do Warhammer for 40,000 as well. Like they're really going for gamers on this. I think it'll be
Mhm.
good. It's gonna be
I
15.
think so.
Yeah, it's gonna be 15 episodes. So that'll be
It'll
a good.
Ooh.
also revitalize gamers that haven't gamed in a while to go
Mm-hmm,
back to gaming. So this
mm-hmm.
this really benefits a lot
Yeah.
of the
Yeah.
gaming
Mhm.
community.
I agree,
Yes.
especially since they're trying to make more video games into series now. I think this is one way of them like, let's just throw a whole bunch of them in and see what like
And
sticks.
see what we get. Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, because they're every video game that has a good storyline, they're trying to make it into a series like The Last of Us, which is amazing.
Yes,
But
agreed.
every video game they're trying to throw it into a series and follow those same storylines from the video game. But this one will be totally different. If you played the games, you still will not know what's going to happen.
Yes. It's going to be. What I'm gathering is that it's going to be like a backstory of the NPCs.
Yep,
Yes.
So
yep, I agree.
instead of the main storyline, which
Mhm,
I like that
mhm,
too. It's just like Star
mhm.
Wars. The other stuff, just like Skeleton Crew, it's the other stuff that I want to know what's going on in the background.
Mhm,
So
mhm. Like, let's look at that guy who's
that's
just standing
awesome.
there hitting that wall. Yeah, that's what that's what I feel like this is gonna be about. That
Yeah.
random little NPC in the background.
Yep.
Yeah,
They need to make Sims into a movie.
wouldn't that
I
be
would love
crazy?
to see that. I would love to see that or to a TV show.
That
I'm
would
a
be
big
so
Sims
cute.
player, so I would love to see that.
I could never get into Sims. I tried so hard, Nita.
Really?
I could not get into it.
Yeah.
I think I just like I think I was into it for like a week, and I was like, "Oh, this is cool." And then I was like, "Oh, dang, I haven't been back to my little community in a minute." Never mind. They'll be fine. They'll be fine.
They'll be
They'll be fine.
fine.
Maybe
They'll
that
be
should be the
fine.
beginning of the Sims movie. Somebody who used to play, kind of like how the Lego movies do, where they're like
Yes,
said
Yeah.
realistically. Someone who used to play, and
absolutely.
they're like, nah, they'll be fine, and see what happens to the community when you don't check on them.
Yes. But let's go on to the next one.
Okay. Right, right. If you love the Inside Out movies, this is
Yes.
for you. This is fan service completely. This is Dream Productions, set in the world of
Ooh.
Inside Out, set to air on Disney Plus on December 11th, so around the corner. Now, this one is set between the events of Inside Out and Inside Out 2. and it's going to be animated series about the studio inside of Riley's mind where dreams really do come true every night on time and on budget. So they have.
And they have also, because I love the first movie, the second one. I watched this
Yeah.
for sure.
Mhm.
But they also have this like 20-minute little thing where they think she's going on a first date, right? Right, is going, but it's really not. And they have all these emotions, the parents' emotions,
Oh
the
yeah, the
dad's,
little short.
the mom's. Yeah, it's a little like a
Yeah,
short
yeah,
little thing.
yeah,
It
Yeah.
was so much fun to watch.
yeah. Yeah.
I'm definitely watching this.
I think that's the thing about these. It makes you think about what could be going on in your own head. It kind of helps you think like, oh no, Joy's not at the helm today. I need to,
Yeah.
kind of sit down.
Yeah.
But in this one, they're saying that like Riley's growing up and when her memories need extra processing, Joy and the rest of the core emotions send them to the dream productions and they make them into dreams for her to process those emotions out. So, yeah, they have a great voice cast on this. I forgot to include the pictures for the voice cast, but of course it's gonna have those elements of comedy, those little aw moments, of course. And I wonder if
Yeah.
they're gonna do nightmares.
I think this is
Ooh.
a good way to teach children about feelings, especially
Mm-hmm.
children
Hmm.
that are maybe on the spectrum, that may not necessarily connect with every emotion. These movies really do break it down in a way that is
Hmm.
so clear.
Mm-hmm.
I think nightmares, it's a part of life.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I think they would. I'm hoping they will.
because they have a character playing Daydream in here who does someone who directs daydreams, and then they have of course the night dreams and the daydream character. She wants to break into doing night dreams. That's like the big leagues, and so.
I hope they bring back Ennui. I
Uh,
loved Ennui from the second movie.
oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I loved her. Ennui. She's just lying on the sofa.
First of all, my
Yep.
daughter is obsessed with Inside Out, so I've seen the second movie probably like 800 times. So
Ah,
Well, Leah and I just watched it for the first time this week. We did movie night and we popped popcorn and turned all the
nice.
lights off and watched it and snuggled under a blanket and it was enjoyable. And she's
I
probably
love
gonna
it.
watch it like 900 times now.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
absolutely loved it. And I watched it by myself. And I'm a grown woman.
She's like, I didn't have popcorn or a
I
snuggle
didn't
toy,
have
but it was so
popcorn
great.
or a little bit or a little child with me
Child to cuddle with.
to pretend that they're the ones I'm watching it for. No, I just watched it all by myself.
Look, you sound like me. I was waiting for it to come to where I could watch it at home.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
kept checking. I'm like, I need to be able to watch this at home. And yeah,
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
Yeah.
going to the movies is so expensive. It used to be
yeah,
such a nice thing to do with your family, but
yeah,
now it's like, 20
Yeah.
bucks just for the ticket.
That's
You
Lee and I
know?
like to do when we have new movies come out like that, we plan a movie night. And that's we even have like we
Exactly.
have this it's a plastic popcorn bucket, but it's big like a theater bucket and it says popcorn and
that's
so
cute.
it's like we're having the movie experience, but we're at home. And
Exactly.
it's nice.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So
And
excited for
I'm
this.
definitely looking forward to this for sure.
Speaking of movies, let's move on, and we're going to talk about all movies now.
Yes.
So this is the third movie in the Venom franchise, and this one is going to be the last one. They're saying the last one for Venom, but we could see Venom and Tom Hardy come into another one of the. They desperately want to tie them into the rest of the Marvel universe, into the Spider-Man
Yeah.
universe. They desperately want to.
They
So
Well,
should.
they have a little bit with like the after credit
Craig,
scenes in the
yeah,
shorts. They
hmm
kind of hinted at it, but
yeah.
not like
They're only doing what
fully
they're
in.
allowed to do so far.
Yeah.
So if the success of this movie is good, then they of course are gonna want to keep cashing in on Venom. So yeah, so they probably will move him over. But in this one, Venom and Eddie are going to have to make a tough decision, possibly separating, as you can see from the promotional poster. They may have to separate completely in order to save Tom Hardy's character or to save Venom. And also, if you didn't know, Tom Hardy voices both of these characters. If you weren't unaware, he's the voice of Venom and, of course, the voice of Eddie.
Oh,
Um,
really?
uh-huh.
I didn't know.
Yeah, he voices both of them. At first, that was kind of weird for me in the first one because I wanted them to be separate entities, and I could still hear his voice. Like I could hear Tom Hardy's voice because I'm obsessed with him, so I could hear his voice. But I think it works. See, you didn't even know, so I think it works for people who don't know. Like, it completely works. Yeah, but I'm excited to see what they do with this one. They're going to be introducing some new bad guys from Venom's past, so there's going to be a lot more symbiotes in this one than we've ever seen previously. They're going to go back to where Venom was created. They're going to see his creator. Lots of things like that. So this is going to be jam-packed. I'm sure it's going to be super long. And I plan on seeing
absolutely.
I'm sure. But this is going to come out on next week on October 25th.
Oh, wow. In theaters?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Because nowadays you gotta be specific because we've got streaming services.
Right. Mm-hmm. They love. I wish they put it straight on streaming so I could just stay home and watch it.
Yes.
It's gonna be in theaters. Probably won't be streaming for a good while because I assume it's gonna do really well. So usually
I think so too. Agreed.
Yeah. But I love Tom Hardy. My favorite of him is Lawless. Back in 2012 when he played in that, and also Peaky Blinders. So y'all have
yes.
Those are some good ones with Tom Hardy that you should definitely check out. All right.
Okay. So let's move on to
next up. We have Wicked, which is gonna be on November 22nd in theaters. November 22nd, and this is based on the stage play. But don't worry if you know nothing about the stage play, you can still watch this. It will be split into two parts. The stage play is just one play, of course, but this is going to be split into two parts. The first part coming this year on November 22nd, and the second part coming next year. So they've already filmed both parts, so it's not going to be like a big lag, but it's definitely going to come next year.
Okay. That's great.
Probably because it would be too much for one
very long
movie. Yeah, it'd be like 6 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and to keep them from cutting so much of it, I love this idea because I don't want them to cut anything out. I want the whole.
Yeah, no, I like that.
Yeah, so they're cutting it into two parts. The first part is going to pick up with the first day of school. If you're not familiar with this, the tagline for the movie is misunderstood because of her green skin. A young woman named Elphaba forges an unlikely but profound friendship with Glinda, of course, our future good witch, a student with an unflinching desire for popularity. Following an encounter with the Wizard of Oz, their relationship soon reaches a crossroad as their lives begin to take different paths. So just like in the Wizard of Oz, the film series, this is going to be showing more about those two witches. The witch who we think is the bad witch and the witch who we think is the good witch. So I think, even if you're not familiar with the Wizard of Oz, which who isn't, but somebody might not be. I think you'll still enjoy this. If you like movies, it's going to be a big cinematic production. Cynthia Oravio, Ariana Grande, Jonathan Bailey, all powerhouse voices. So I think the singing is
because that little body of Ariana Grande, she could belt out some tunes. I mean, she's amazing.
Yeah. They have a great cast on this, and I think that just visually looking at the material that's already out, it's a huge production, very expensive, and I'm so excited to see what they do with it because I'm not familiar with the stage play, just to say like I haven't seen it, but I know of course the premise, but I haven't seen the play. Yeah.
So is this going to be a musical then?
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of music. Not to say it'll be just a musical, but just like the Wizard of Oz.
There was a lot of singing. Yeah,
there's going to be some singing. Okay. I think all the iterations of Oz, of the Wizard of Oz, including the Wiz, all of those, there's singing. There's a base
exactly.
Singing. So that's why they picked these two actresses who have very powerful, just amazing voices who can sing out of nowhere. Because even when they're promoting the movie, they're singing everywhere. So this is definitely going to be a musical. So take that into the studio with you. It's not a surprise musical; it's an actual musical because it's based on a Broadway play, and most of those have bass lines in music, just like Hamilton.
Exactly.
And all of those,
Yep.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, y'all. Ooh. I know the name to this movie is insane.
Yes.
But this is a werewolf movie.
Okay.
This is a werewolf movie. And I had to include this because I saw the trailer and I'm excited to see what Amy Adams does with this. The tagline is "Motherhood is a bitch," and baby, let me tell you, yeah. But anyway, this is a werewolf movie. It's a werewolf movie. She's an artist who pauses her career to be a stay-at-home mom and seeks a new chapter in her life and encounters just that. When her nightly routine takes a surreal turn and her maternal instincts begin to manifest in canine form. So yeah.
Oh wow! That and
This
I
one is
like
really
the
good.
whole werewolf theme.
Mhm.
I definitely want to watch this. When is
Yeah,
this
yeah.
coming out?
It's gonna be out on December 6th. Yeah, so Amy Adams hasn't played any roles like this, so I
This
just
would be
want to see what
interesting.
she does with it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
really just want to see what she does with it. The name is pretty crazy though, but I think they're trying to go for just a shock value. I'm definitely
I
gonna watch
think
it
Yeah.
at
so.
home.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait till it comes to watch at home. I feel like this is gonna be one of those ones that flies under the radar, just because most of the Searchlight
Hmm.
films, which is the production company behind this one, they usually fly under the radar. But so I think it'll be at home sooner than later to watch at home. So I think I'll catch it at home and then I'll throw a review over on TikTok for we can talk about.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All
And
right.
then our last one here.
Last but not least, the showdown I know I've been waiting for. Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails reunite to battle Shadow in Sonic 3. A mysterious new enemy with powers unlike any they faced before. Their abilities are outmatched in this one. Like Sonic is not the most powerful. It's not gonna be like, oh yeah, Sonic's gonna win in this one. It's gonna be very touch and go for them. Because Shadow is so like he's lab created. Like he's like this
Super
being.
strong.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
super strong, and he has a grudge out for Sonic. I won't get into it, but he don't like Sonic. And Keanu Reeves is gonna voice Shadow. Ben
Oh,
Ooh.
nice. I like
yeah,
that.
yes, and you're gonna with Keanu Reeves' voice is so distinct that you're gonna know, like it's gonna
You,
be
yes,
kind of
absolutely,
just
you
like with
are.
Idris Elba as Knuckles, like
Hmm.
it's immediately recognizable. But yeah, Idris is gonna come back as Knuckles as well. Ben
Yes.
Schwartz is returning as Sonic. Colleen O'Shaughnessy is gonna be Tails again, and it looks like most of the main cast is gonna be recurring in this one, including Jim Carrey. So they're gonna be
Oh,
bringing back
good.
Wow.
Jim Carrey back. Yeah. So I think I'm definitely probably gonna have to watch this in the theaters just because my son is obsessed. But I am too though. Like
That's what I was about to say. Maybe not just him.
like you said, Nina, how you were like, I'm gonna pretend like I'm watching this for the kids.
Yes.
And I'm gonna be like, I gotta take my son to go see Sonic. And
I have to.
Yes, he's
opening
forcing my
weekend. He's
hand.
forcing my hand, opening weekend and in IMAX. Forcing me.
Yes.
I
And
don't have a
maybe
Understood.
a little cosplay. Maybe a little
I was going to say,
cosplay.
I might have to dress up. I love Tails. He may force me to be
Yeah.
Tails. I may be forced.
Yes.
That's awesome.
But these are fantastic.
I'm excited.
Just
I'm excited for all this.
absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, yeah,
Anything
yeah.
else you want to tell us before we wrap it up tonight?
I think we pretty much covered everything. I did leave a couple off just because they're gonna lead us into next year. So we'll talk about that on our next segment when we talk about what's next in sci-fi.
Yes.
And I left
Yay.
it off so we can stretch it out. But these will take you through the end of the year, give you something to watch. If you do need other recommendations, of course, go to my TikTok. I'm always dropping recommendations over there. Like Nita said, I will get you hooked.
Yes,
get
she
you
will.
Mhm.
She will get you hooked. She's a mad woman, I tell you.
I'm gonna tell you the truth though. I ain't never lied about a show. If I don't like
That's
it, I'm
true.
gonna say it was weird. I didn't like it.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
But yeah.
So our next episode will be on October 25th, 8 p.m. Eastern time, and it's going to be the scary side of sci-fi. And
Mhm.
a little
I'm
announcement: we
excited.
have two guests that day. We are going to have
Ooh.
Miranda back. She's been here with us before, and we're also going to have Eric Williamson, the sci-fi comic book author that I have reviewed quite a few of
I'm gonna
his.
say you love him.
Yes, I do love him. He is,
Yay.
listen, I have 3 top guys in comic books that I love, and he is definitely part of the top 3 that I love. And I always get their comics because they're awesome. And I have a surprise a sci-fi book recommendation that day. So I'm not going to announce it ahead of time like I
Okay.
normally do. It's going to be a complete surprise. And once you see why you see the episode, you'll understand why it is a surprise. But
Okay.
we are definitely going to have some fun on October 25th. So
Yep.
come on and join us and let's celebrate the spooky season, you know? But this is going to be so much fun, guys. Thank you
Mhm.
so much for joining us tonight. Remember, this will be on Spotify tomorrow because we're now on Spotify. I kind of put it out the next day. So we're gonna just have a little fun.
Yay.
I just want to say good night, and I see you on October 25th.
Bye.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share our new channel so that you can get notified when new videos come up. Thank you for watching our show.